Hi, my name is Linda, and I am accusing four top executives from the Judge Mathis Show, and in some measure, Judge Mathis himself, because I contacted him about this through his executive secretary. I also contacted like the Judges Association or something, who oversees judges, of whom Judge Mathis was a member. I don't know how this all works, but I'm accusing them all of fraud, and more specifically, fraudulent conspiracy. Basically, I was on the Judge Mathis Show in 2017, and they used footage of my son and talked extensively about him on this episode, which I had not expected, not okayed. And so I contacted them and asked for I made a complaint, and I asked for a settlement around 2018 on behalf of my son, and they have refused in any way to acknowledge any wrongdoing, and they've covered it up. They forged a witness statement. It's called a witness statement release. They forged one for my son. It's missing most of the information, including any kind of identifying ID. So they had no idea how old my son even was. He could have been 10 years old or 15, whatever. They didn't. They failed to do due diligence, and worse, they committed fraud in order not to settle. And when I did ask for the name of their insurance company so that I could go directly to them, they refused to give me the information. So I've been dealing with this for quite a few years now. I've contacted every law enforcement agency under the sun, including, let's see, the Attorney General of California, Washington, Illinois, where it's actually filmed, where the show's filmed, sheriffs, Chicago PD. This is all on record. I have the document. It's really well documented. So if any of these executives care to come after me, please do. We want to settle. You should settle. You have a duty as a corporation to settle and to make this right. But you've stonewalled us deliberately for years now, which corporations are supposed to take responsibility for their actions. So as far as evidence goes, let's start with the forged witness statement. They sent this to me. Hang on, here is the original package. I'm hoping you can see this. There's Damien Woods' name. He was the executive producer of the show at the time. And that's the original packaging, FedEx. This is what they sent. Statement release. Anyone who goes on the show, this gives them permission to use your likeness and to talk about you. They didn't with my son. This was forged probably in Adobe Acrobat. The first thing I want to show, if you can see it, it's really obvious. In Adobe Acrobat, you can layer documents and create one document out of them. What looks like happened with this one is the person who forged this put the signature line on top of the forged signature. It's visible to the human eye or the naked eye. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's impossible to sign under a signature line. If you can't see it here, well, I have the documents. Also, I mean the originals, of course. There is no Social Security or ID. They had no way of knowing how old my son was when they used his likeness and profited off of it. The address is incomplete. This is a joke. This is what they sent. I was in contact with Chelsey Robinson and Damien Woods for probably over a year about this. At one point, they sent I accidentally got an inter-office email. It was an accident. I wasn't supposed to see this. It involved, well, I'll just show you the names. Okay. Bo Banks. And if you can read what is written there, they're acknowledging there might be a problem with with the situation. And here's some of the other names. These are all people who were involved with this conspiracy. And what they ended up doing was removing. They ended up removing the footage of my son and reposting the video, which proves intent. There was intention, well, there was knowledge that they knew they'd done something wrong. And I've never been able to get the original video. But the other one's been reposted after it was edited. Here's something. Let's see. This one's from Joi Rideout. He or she, I honestly don't know, speaks of, can you send me the footage, to see if the face is recognizable? It was. So once again, oh yes, I might be repeating myself. I did contact Judge Mathis himself through his executive secretary. So I'm assuming I have documentation, I can prove it. I explained the fraud. Did I mention conspiracy? Because all these people are involved. So to wrap this up, 4 top executives at least. Oh, I've contacted Warner Brothers. Who haven't I contacted? I've done everything in my power to resolve this, and they have been negligent. Corporations have obligations also. I can't remember what it is, but they have a duty to care, which they have not only ignored, they have conspired to cover this up. It's crime. I asked for a settlement. I've been trying to deal with them for years, nothing. So, Judge Mathis and at least 4 top executives, I am accusing of felony fraud, conspiracy to defraud, whatever it's called. Damien Woods, Joi Rideout, Bo Banks, Chelsey Robinson. No attorneys from Warner Brothers have ever responded to my emails. So, I'm asking for a settlement on behalf of my son. You guys know who we are. You need to make this right.